My name is Danny Darty. I'm a junior here at Mizzou studying environmental sciences and political science, and I'm running for MSA Vice President.
Yeah, hi, my name is Samantha Hull. I go by Sammy, and I'm the presidential candidate of our slate. I'm also a junior, and I'm triple majoring in political science, economics, and constitutional democracy.
Time of
Ooh.
day.
Sunset.
Sunset?
Yes, either sunset or dawn. Like, it's one of the two when the sun is like in motion and you can really see it. So I really like that.
I think just after sunset, you could also call it twilight. And so, I don't know, just like summer evenings when the sun just went down and like it's all like cool wind and everything. Very
Yes, yes. I trust people really easily a lot, and so sometimes I let people with not the best intentions in my life because I really like believe the best in people, and like I was raised to be super trusting, and so I think like sometimes that can make me like a little bit gullible.
I would say mine is one of two. It's that I either talk way too much and I'm really good at rambling, or that I am really bad at holding grudges. So like similar vein to yours, where it's like if people wrong me, I'm like way too forgiving.
Yeah.
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 Depends on the time
Yeah,
of day.
it really does depend on the
Yeah.
time of day, depends on the mood. I would say more often than not, though, I'm sweet. Like, I go for sweets.
I am savory from the minute I wake up until about an hour before I go to bed. The hour in between, like after dinner and like laying down to go to sleep, I like only want chocolate. Like that's it. I don't want anything else. Like you can put like a whole bag of like anything else in front of me, but if it doesn't have chocolate, I don't want it.
I would probably say like my empathy and like caring for people. I think that controls a lot of my motivations, and I think that's definitely like a really good characteristic to have me leading, or to be leading myself. Yeah.
I would say most of the time I'm fairly like a realist. Like I'm not super pessimistic, but I think greatest strength for me is that I can be quite grossly optimistic a lot of the time as well. So
yeah. Probably when I was 12, I think I wanted to be like an anthropologist or like something in the medical field. Furthest thing from that now, but yes.
And I think somewhere around age 12, I thought that like reading was really cool, and I wanted to either be a librarian or an English teacher.
Icons, both of them.
Yeah. I would say expressive.
That's a good one for you.
Extroverted. Expressive, extroverted, and this is not how I would describe myself, but how others describe me. I've gotten this on more than one occasion, is kind. I don't know why I wouldn't describe myself as kind. I more describe myself as like helpful without people asking me.
Yeah.
But multiple people have given me kind before, and I'm like, thank you.
That's so nice.
Kind, expressive, and extroverted.
Okay, let's see what I can do. I would say I'm very outgoing. That's a good one. I would also say I'm very motivated and very caring. Aisle.
Window. Period.
And I think what's really inspiring me right now is that I have a certain sense of like calmness towards the future that I never had without ever having to experience and like have control over every single one of my decisions. I've kind of accepted that I don't really know where my life is going to go, and that's okay. I know that what my motivations are is that I just really want the work that I do to really help people and impact people, and that I really care for people. And so as long as that I am doing something within those veins, it doesn't matter, because my work, for me at least, is not, I will find fulfillment in helping others, and it will never be about me. And so just like recentering that is really inspiring to me. Is just like being released from like the need to have a lot of plans and have a lot of control, and just focusing on helping others.
Mine is whenever we get news about like young activists. So like Greta Thunberg, Queen. And very similarly, just like people in the same, like my peers doing any type of work in advocacy. Mine's kind of generic, but it's really just that you don't have to rush. On my 15th birthday, I got my Missouri workers permit, and I got a job the day after. I also got my driving permit at 15, and I got my permit the day of, so that I could go to said job. And then the minute I turned 16, I got my driver's license, and the minute I turned 18, I got like my first tattoo and like all that. So like I've always been like very eager and very ready to like jump onto like these like adult experiences. But I wish that I could have told 14-year-old me to like just chill, like take chill pill, like you're fine.
I would just want to tell my 14-year-old self that it's like all gonna work out, and that the woman that she's always wanted to be is like the woman I am becoming and like am now, which is really cool. Like I'm a pretty introspective person, and like looking back on like those old photos, and like I've had a realization that like I'm doing all the things that I have always dreamed of, but I never thought I would be able to do, whether that's just like my confidence or my anxiety, and just being like, hey, like you've got it, like you're going to get there, like it's all going to work out, like it's not going to be the way that you plan or the way that you envision it, but like you're going to have like the time of your life, and you're going to look back and just be like, whoa, like this worked out in a very specific manner. And just like tell my 14-year-old self that like it is okay. And just like it will be okay, and have that reassurance and everything, because I was insane in high school. I mean, I'm like a little less insane now, but like I did so much in high school, and like obviously I'm still a triple major, and I'm running for this office, and I'm involved in like 4 orgs, so I'm like no less insane. But I feel like my personality-wise, I'm less insane about like acting on it. Whereas like in high school, I was like obnoxious, and I was like, I always have to be doing the most. And I'm like, calm down, girl. Just like go to your meetings, like chill. So yeah. Northern Virginia or Boston, doing something of like political science or economics, political analyst. But like I've always wanted to be a part of those communities where like you like cook casseroles and things, and just like really care for your neighbors and stuff like that. And so that's a given, no matter where I end up, no matter where I am. It's just like getting to know people and working in those sorts of like spaces and communities.
I'm hoping that in 5 years I will either be in some type of science field relating to environment or climate, or in some type of position with education in an informal setting.